I left my boyfriend after I found out he cheated on me while my son was dying. My ex and I got together in 2019. I had a baby from a previous relationship who was only 13 months old when we met. His real dad was a complete mess and barely came around. My ex became a father figure to my son pretty quickly. My little boy called him daddy, and I thought we were building a real family together. But a year into our relationship, I found out he was messaging other women. He swore it was just texts and promised it would never happen again. I believed him. Then in May 2022, my world completely fell apart. My son got sick out of nowhere. We took him to the hospital and they found a brain tumor. The doctors told us it was rare and deadly. There was nothing they could do. He had maybe 2 years left. 2 years. My baby was only 3 years old. During this nightmare, I found more messages. My ex was talking to multiple women. I knew he was meeting up with them because of his work as a tattoo artist. I left him because I needed to focus on my son and the time we had left together. But after 8 months apart, we got back together. We'd been hanging out anyway for my son's sake. My baby needed both of us there. My ex seemed like he'd changed. He promised me it was all a mistake and would never happen again. My son passed away in September 2023. He was only 5 years old. 1 month after the funeral, while I was still completely broken, I found messages on my ex's phone. He'd been bringing women to our apartment while my son was sick, having sex with them in my bed while I was at the hospital with my dying child. When I confronted him, he lied to my face, said I was reading the messages wrong, that nothing happened. But it was right there in black and white. Times they came over, what they did, everything. He finally admitted it after I kept pushing. He apologized over and over. I was so destroyed from losing my son that I stayed. I didn't want to lose anything else. But we kept fighting about it. Then one day he snapped at me. He said I needed to get over it and let it go, that I had no right to keep bringing it up. Then he said the words that finally broke me. You're not worth it if you can't move on. I packed my stuff that day and left without saying a word. The moment he blamed me for being hurt by his cheating was all I needed. I was done. Now people tell me I'm a terrible person for leaving during such a hard time, that I abandoned him when he was suffering too, that my son wouldn't be happy I left his daddy. Even his family calls me selfish for walking away when he needed support. But here's what they don't understand. I stayed through everything for my son. I stayed with a cheater so my baby could have both parents there during his last days. I gave my son everything I possibly could until the very end. My son wouldn't want me to stay with someone who cheated on me while he was dying, who brought other women into our home, who told me I wasn't worth basic respect. I know I did right by my son, and I know I finally did right by myself when I walked out that door.